Repetitive behaviors and stimming are important elements of autism because they represent outlets we have for handling the daily challenges that come along with our different brains. Different, that is, relative to the majority of people. Repetitive behaviors we might engage in vary a lot. They can include repeating words or sounds, lining up objects, blinking, counting in one's head, doodling in a repeating fashion, and many others. Stimming, which is short for self-stimulation, is a particular type of repetitive behavior. Stims are meant to stimulate one or more of the senses, possibly to drown out sources of sensory or cognitive overload. Sometimes stims can be outlets for stress or anxiety we are feeling, or ways to express our frustration. Stimming can also improve our focus on different tasks. The repeated movements of stimming and other repetitive behaviors provide the benefits of reducing anxiety and engendering calm by giving the person engaging in them a sense of order or control. Repetitive behaviors also include resistance to change and a desire for routine. Both of those are comforting to our brain. The world, which is very unpredictable to us, has a little less randomness if we have routines and keep certain constants in our lives. In these ways, routine can be calming and comforting, just like repetitive behavior. Both help us face situations with lots of unknowns, and an emphasis on routine produces fewer surprises in our lives. We've already covered how the autistic brain's attention to details, nuances, and patterns can bring us comfort and help balance out what we often experience as chaos and confusion in a non-autistic dominated society. Structure itself brings comfort to many autistic people, and we can thrive in more controlled environments where routine is central. Reflecting the great variation within the autism spectrum, stimming and other repetitive behaviors might be visible and obvious to others, but can also be invisible or harder to spot. In fact, some autistic people deliberately choose invisible or harder to spot stims so that they don't draw attention to themselves. The bottom line is that stimming and repetitive behaviors provide release for built-up discomforts and tensions that people on the spectrum feel every day. They allow coping, recentering, and concentration, and can just generally bring good feelings. An autistic person may react badly if they are told or forced to stop a stim or repetitive behavior when it is helping them regulate their emotional state. At the very least, stopping an autistic person from stimming leaves their stress, anxiety, discomforts, fears, doubts, and more stuck inside of their body. If all of those negative things can't be released through repetitive behavior, that can lead to sensory or emotional dysregulation, which can contribute to real consequences for the autistic person, as we will get into in the second section of the course. Like several other traits and tendencies which can be affected by autism, stimming and repetitive behavior are ways autistic minds seek balance. Along with pattern recognition and deeply valuing loyalty, justice, and honesty, stimming and repetitive behaviors help ground autistic individuals and help us cope with a daily experience which often challenges us.